may be going through a drought where you can't see the ball go through the net offensively.
How do you convince a team that's lost a bunch to not play hero ball a little bit?
Well, it's just, coaching staff, any coaching staff, you have to be really good at psychology. Mm-hmm. You have to be a psychology teacher in order for these young men sometimes to get it in.
Good for Cruz, the freshman from Trenton, New Jersey.
That's an example of very good transition offense. The ball got up quickly. It touched the corner, shrunk the defense, and then Cruz was able to step nicely into a wide open three-point shot.
Alexander answers for three.
Sometimes you need to turn down those shots to get a better one, and speaking of which,
Kalkbrenner from way out there. Follow is good on the reverse for Alexander, who's got
offensive schematics are. A versatile wing player that can knock down the three, that can defend, can rebound, and make plays like that off the dribble. Really good passer. So he fits the mold of what you want to do here offensively in Creighton.
Alexander off the fine from Nemhard for three.
Athletic director Dwayne Peavy doing an excellent job of convincing his alumni base, the donors, how important basketball is, not only to win games and promote these young men, but what it brings. He calls it the front porch to the university.
Oh, Alexander rips the net.
Is a pleasure to have.
Well, you're not going to shoot it great every night. I mean, Nick Bond, I had Xavier Seton Hall the other night. Xavier, a great shooting team, did not shoot it well from three, and they needed some post touches and won the game off of it.
Well, and that's what you got to rely on. I know that the percentages say you want either a layup or a three, but sometimes you need to make some tough twos. If you can have a post player that can kind of calm the storm a little bit and knock in some shots.
Alexander for three. Did this, I saw it during the break. That this homestand comes at the perfect time for the Creighton Blue Jays. They'll play Seton Hall on January 3rd. The players are going to get to go home for 3 days after this and get their break. So perfect timing. Alexander once again.
When you bring in some transfers, multiple players, is trying to get connectivity. The beauty about this Creighton team is you have returning players who play together multiple games and understand each other. You can have talent, and if that talent is taking time to mesh, you're going to be inconsistent, in particular when you face higher competition. I think you see that with DePaul.
Oh, boy. Rim run for Alexander, and it dangled off the rim. They're going to count the basket, I think. Creighton. Alexander nearly put a second hand on the ball, and this mid-range jumper is so. You want to get to the foul line with this smaller lineup, but Creighton just does not foul.
Hitting on 25 points, make that 26, and even with my math points wise, because Kalkbrenner, and we may be overemphasizing
Creighton, and they just lost one of their own in Paul Silas recently, but a very proud program. Bob Gibson came through here, and basketball in the Big East on Christmas, I hope this continues because it feels right. And a lot of people came. It feels big, doesn't it?
It does.
I think the sweaters really make it feel big.
No, you just like the dunk. You just like the dunk. That's all. Xavier, I think, is going to be better once we get, they're good, but I think they still have, their ceiling is a little bit higher.
Alexander the reload.